equation, and other words in algebra. An equation is a formula. It's something with letters and maybe numbers and an equals. So A equals B. There's an equation. There's a formula. Not a very helpful one. A equals 3. There's an equation. There's a formula. That's usually the answer. X equals 2a plus 1. There's a formula. There's an equation. An equation or a formula is something with numbers and letters and an equals. Something on both sides of the equals. That's equation. Next one, a term. A term in equation is the bit before or after a plus and a minus. Separated by pluses and minuses, you get the terms. So you can have x equals 3. Oh, start again. Y equals 3x plus x squared. This is one term. This is another term separated by a plus or a minus. Do another one, Gary. Okay, another term. Y equals 4x squared minus 3x minus 2y squared. These are the terms separated by minuses and pluses. The minus goes with the term. The minus goes with the plus. Should be inside the circle. It goes with the term. Terms have a plus or a minus. When they don't at the beginning, just after the equals, it's a plus, okay? We leave out the pluses because, well, you know, there's just going to be so many plus. That's a plus. That's a plus. That's a plus. There's just so many pluses, we just leave them out. Otherwise, we'd be spending all our time putting pluses. They're the terms. Like terms are ones that can be added together. Y equals 2 apples plus 3 apples. So they can be added together because they're both saying apples. So Y equals 5 apples. They can be added. Like terms can be added or taken away. Y equals 2x squared minus x squared. Now, there's no number in front of this term, so therefore it's a 1. Okay, we leave out the ones. Why? Because that would be a 1, 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 that would be a 1. It's just, well, that would be a 1. Everything that doesn't have a number in front of it, it's a 1. Okay, so these terms are like because they've got the same amount of xiness. They're both x squared. So you can use that and now say y equals 2 of them, take away 1 of them, well, it's just 1x squared, which, like I said, we leave out the ones, so we say y equals x squared. Like terms can be added or taken away. These ones are like, those ones are like terms. Coefficient. The coefficient is the number in front of the x or the a. That's the coefficient 2. That's the coefficient 1. There's a coefficient of 3. This coefficient, what's this coefficient? Yes, it's plus 4. It's the number in front of the letter. In this case, the coefficient is 5. That's what coefficient is. Moving on, coefficient, constant. The constant is the number that doesn't have a letter with it. So in this case, let's go back to this one here. The constant is plus 1. In this case, the constant is plus 3. It's a number without a letter on it. Do a nice one, Gary. So if we've got y equals 3x squared plus 2x plus 7, the constant is 7. It's called constant because it can't change. If x goes to be a different number, then x squared will be a different number. 3x squared will be a different number. 2 times x will be a different number. So these terms depend on what x is going to be, whereas this one is always 7. It's always constant. That's why that is called a constant. It's a number at the end of the equation without any letters on it. An expression is like an equation or formula but no equals. So x squared plus 2x is an expression. 2a squared plus 7a plus 9, that's an expression because it's got no equals with it. It's not a formula. Excellent! My name is Good Luck Gary. I teach in Hong Kong. There's my card. I tutor in the weekends and in mid-levels and in central. If your mum wants me to help you with your maths, tell her to get in contact with me on Facebook via Enlighten Education Limited. I've also got a YouTube channel which you're on now. So if you like my video, press like please. If you double like, press subscribe to get more. Bye!